guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And today for you guys is another Ninjago related video. Now I have been doing a lot of podcasts with Echo Killshot and doing all that stuff, so that's really fun. In fact, I think you're going to be seeing a Prime Empire Season 12 podcast on the video today as well. But today is, of course, January 14th, 2023, which means, of course, only one thing. Obviously, I know the football game's on, but a bigger thing is, of course, Ninjago is, 12 years old as a franchise. Now, pretty crazy, right? Came out in 2011, and I have to specify this before I continue any further, because recently YouTube's been kind of wonky with their designations, I should say. This video is not intended for children. I know I'm talking about Lego, but as smart people with brains know, apparently that's not YouTube. Lego is not for children. Lego is for everyone. This video is not for children. It's for everyone. Ninjago as a franchise, a toy line, a comic series, a books, the TV show, the Lego Ninjago movie, all of anything Ninjago ever is not for children. It is for all ages. So YouTube, don't get rid of my comment section, all right? I want you guys watching to tell me in the comments what your favorite Ninjago season is so far that you have seen. If you've only been to, like my Nanny and Poppy, we're on season 1, so they're probably going to say season 1. Or Echo, you might say 1 to 13 or whatever. Or I would say probably 8, but I've seen all 15, so that depends. Whatever you've seen, tell me down below. And again, YouTube, this is not a children's video. There are, believe it or not, there are adult fans of Lego. There are adult fans of Ninjago. I would actually argue that there are more adult fans of Ninjago, adult and teens, than there are, children, the 4-year-olds that the boomers and YouTubers think that Ninjago was designed for. Even Tommy Andreasen, I love the guy. He made some great contributions to my favorite franchise, but of course his Twitter is all like, I make shows for children. I literally tweeted Tommy. And I said, hey, can you please change that? You don't make shows for children. You just make shows. Period. Any age group, any age can watch Ninjago. It's not a show for children. It's a show for everyone. And I think once people can accept that objective statement, I think the Ninjago community will get a lot more respect. Because, we have, Ninjago shirts. I was going to wear a Ninjago shirt, but it's too bloody cold. So I'm not going to suffer for one video. But still, I have a bunch of Ninjago shirts that aren't, I'm not the tallest guy in the world, so I didn't buy the, children's sized Ninjago shirt and squeeze into it. There are legitimately adult designed Ninjago shirts. That's really cool. So, I think Lego as a, company, as a toy company, and that make video games and movies and TV shows, whatever, Lego in general has done a pretty damn good job at making sure that children, yes, children enjoy their stuff, but teenagers and adults will not feel like we're being punished or, the world is making fun of us for something that we like. Because again, Lego, it's for everyone. It always has been. It's never been strictly for babies. And I do think Ninjago is the same thing. And trust me, I'm 24 years old. Ninjago has only gotten better for me. Only more badass. Only more action-packed. More insane with its storytelling and its animation, its voice acting and all that. All my friends, including Echo, not Echo, but I guess in 2 more years, everyone who, all my close friends that I hang out with, they're all adults, and they all watch Ninjago. I don't have any children in my family that watch this show. They're all legal adults. That's really effing cool. And again, just testament to the amazing acting, voice acting, the amazing animation at, Will Film and now at Wild Brain. And, I don't know why they didn't rebrand this as the, the pilot or season 1 all the way to season 15 crystallized, the Spinjitzu saga. I don't know why they didn't do that yet. They really effing should. Because as far as we know, 2023, this year's Ninjago is not a reboot. It's also not season 16. It's like a new thing in the same canon and world. It's like Endgame to going to, Shang-Chi or No Way Home or Eternals or freaking Black Widow. Not Black Widow, but Thor Love and Thunder. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Moon Knight. It's that type of thing, where you're kind of going, it's in the same world and canon, it's just not a direct reboot type thing. So it's a little wonky, but is what it is. But again, man, I remember getting the Ninjago DVD Season 1 at Target. And it's just from there. And I was a kid, but from there, my world was like, this is effing cool. You know what I mean? Like, holy cow. And now, like I said, I'm 24. I'm wearing the shirts. I'm literally voicing Cole and 2 snakes in an upcoming project, which I'll get into soon. I'm voicing, I can voice Wu Master Wu. I can voice Cool, the Master of Earth. And of course, Lord Garmadon, the Lord of Destruction, and an Oni Warlord. I can do voices from the show now. I couldn't do that when I was 7. You know what I mean? I don't know how old I was when I got into Ninjago, probably like 11 or 12. But, every year it's just gotten better. And I know Ninjago has some up and downs. Day of the Departed, Season 7, Hands of Time, The Island. Some of this stuff isn't the most memorable and exciting as, say, a Sons of Garmadon or a Crystallized. But at the same time, I do stand by this, that there are no truly bad things in Ninjago. It's not like Season 7 is that bad. It's just not as good as, say, some other season or, whatever. The Lego Ninjago movie. It's one of my favorite animated movies of all time. I effing love that movie. And I don't love the Lego Ninjago movie because I love the Ninjago show. I just think it's a great film. I think the comedy's good, the animation's good, the story's good. Again, the Lego Ninjago movie is in a different canon, completely different universe to the show. Completely. And I know when that movie first got announced, a lot of the fans of the show freaked out and completely hate saw it, and they just threw up hate all over. Basically, metaphorically threw up hate all over the thing. It was insane. Now, you don't have to love the movie, but a lot of the hate from this film came from the fact that, it's not the same as the show. It's not the same voice actors, not the same animation, not the same story. And then it snowballed. I remember when Season 8 Sons of Garmadon came out, and they said, hey, we're going to take the movie designs and put it in the show. Oh my God, turned into goddamn World War III. It was insane. People were like, oh, this show sucks. It's going to end at Season 7. Season 8's going to blow, it's going to suck. And everyone loved Season 8 and 9 and 10. So, I don't know. Some fans are weird. Some people don't know what the F they want. Me, however, I'm not biased toward Ninjago. I have to also say that. As much as I love it, I can admit there are some things I don't love about it. Like I said, certain seasons and all that, certain choices they made. But at the same time, it's very much a franchise I hold dear to my heart. I love Star Wars, I love Marvel, I love DC, I love all this. But Ninjago's always been my favorite, and it always will be, I think. Hopefully, if I ever get married or eventually get a girlfriend, I'll subject her to it. I'll torture her, and I'll make her sit in a chair and watch it. I did that with Alan. I did it with Echo. I did it with a few other people. I said, look, no, you're going to sit down on my couch and watch Season 1. And if you don't like it, we can stop. Every single person I've essentially at gunpoint, metaphorically gunpoint, forced them to watch this show, they ended up effing loving it. And, Alan and I were on Season 10. We're watching Columbus, but whatever. My other friend were on Season 13. Echo and I are on Season 13 at the time of recording. So, people that, this really is the show, the ultimate show, that is under the, title, Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover. That's literally the best intent I could give. Because I've talked to so many people who are like, oh, that's a kid's show, or oh, that doesn't look that good, or the animation, yeah, and then they watch it and they're like, wow, this animation's good. This voice acting is really solid. This storyline is very mature and grounded in reality for a bunch of ninjas that can shoot fire out of their hands. It's cool. It's not just cool because, ninjas are cool, and, Kai has fire, and Cole can smash the ground, and Lloyd has green energy, and Garmadon's cool looking, and they have cool vehicles. No, that's true, but Ninjago's also really cool because it's genuinely well made. It has a very thought-provoking story. The canon is almost, I would say, as big as, like, Star Wars in a sense. It's obviously not as big, but in terms of, it's not just, there's Lego ninjas, and they fight skeletons and bad guys. It's a billion trillion times more deep than you could ever think it would have possibly been without having watched it. It is, like I said, the ultimate don't judge a book by its cover show. And I guarantee if you haven't seen this show, please watch it. Please watch it. I guarantee you will love it. And if you don't, you don't. But franchise fanatic, everyone I've told to watch it, they loved it. So, I don't really know why you wouldn't love it, but, if you don't, you don't. But at least if you haven't seen it, go watch it, Season 1, maybe not the strongest start, but it's good. I think, every season it just gets better and better and better. And, when I say mature, I don't mean that this is like an R-rated show, but this show is the perfect example of making it, in my opinion, somewhat kid-friendly. Again, I don't think Ninjago is a kid show. It's not. It's just an animated show, right? As I said in the beginning, it's for everyone. But this is not a show I would let a little kid watch for a billion reasons, which I'm not going to get into in this video because that's not what this video is about. But, I would genuinely say Ninjago is appropriate for maybe 12 or 13 up, especially when you get to the higher seasons. Because, why there's no, swearing, or not like you're going to see Nia naked, or you're not going to see, Lloyd say, oh, fuck, it's not that intense and adult. But the messages they have are so thematically strong that if it can make again, I'm a straight 24-year-old man crying at a Lego show. I love guns and Call of Duty and football and, SpongeBob. And, it's a wide range of franchises and stuff that I love. But, I'm not saying, I wouldn't watch a My Little Pony movie. I'm not watching Barbie or Arthur anymore or Thomas the Tank Engine. If you do, that's fine. I don't. But, again, for me to cry at a Lego show and not to cry at, like, Endgame, that is a testament to the good writing. That a man who, normally men can't cry. Now, I don't cry at every episode. I barely cry at any of them. There's only a few select moments where, I cry like a baby. I'm a man to admit that shit, man. It's like it's waterworks. It's like the dam in my head. They broke, like Treebeard broke the dam and the floodgates. It's insane. And, that's, again, it's not just me, being like, oh, it's genuinely good. You care about these characters. And when stuff happens, even if, there are some fake out deaths, it's not, I saw the argument of Zayn in Season 3, which I guess, spoilers for some people who haven't, but I'll use him as an example. Zayn dies in Season 3, but he comes back to life. Now, the fact that he came back to life doesn't undermine his sacrifice. He essentially pulled the Jesus Christ and died not for our sins, but died for the ninja, to save Ninjago from the Overlord, So, again, it doesn't matter he came back. What matters is that he sacrificed himself. It's the same thing with Darth Vader and Luke in Return of the Jedi, which I'll get into, I've said multiple times, which I won't get into in this video, but it's the same exact thing, So it resonates, and when stuff happens, it hurts, and it hits, So it's just a great, what started as a little thing of just you taking a Lego Ninjago, a Kai spinner, and just, spinning it, and it makes a little, you buy the little Spinjitzu tornado, and you like battle, it's like a Beyblade or whatever the hell, it's like that, and then it turned into a very, very good show, and that show kept going and going and going and snowballing, and now we have up to Season 15 with more on the way this year, plus a movie, video games, comic books, novels. It's freaking nuts, man, the fact that they could take this Lego property, which on the surface looks like, oh, ninjas and they fight and they're cool. Okay, what? That's cool for what? An 8-year-old? And then you actually like lose the stupid bias and you watch it. It's a very good show. And again, I'm not saying you have to love it, but at least watch it if you haven't. Put away the bias that it's for babies. It's not. It's for everyone. Again, I'd argue it's more for teens and adults anyway, especially toward the latter half of the show. It's just fun. It's fun for all ages. It's a blast. It's got great writing, great animation, great voice acting, and one day, hopefully, I can be a part of it officially. But happy birthday, Ninjago, 12 years old. Let's hope for another 12 more. Again, hopefully it doesn't get woke or stupid or kiddie or dumb in the next few years. Hopefully it can retain its mature side while still, of course, still being appropriate for maybe older kids, but hopefully not alienating the adults who watch it. Because again, contrary to popular belief, even to some of the creators and writers, Ninjago is not for children. It's for everyone. And I do think that they can hopefully, mesh that ideas going forward. Because so far, between Season 1 to Season 15, and some specials and all that, they've done a great job of mirroring that kid and adult, atmosphere. I've never seen a show like that. Like, yes, Adventure Time, regular show, Teen Titans Go, they have adult jokes, adult messages, adult that stuff. But Ninjago really is dark in times, like suicide attempt dark, and public gun scare dark, and death and loss from sickness and betrayal and black market deals. It for a Lego show that eventually at first sold a spinner for $10 at Target, it gets pretty freaking dark and mature. And that's just a few examples. I can go on and on and on. And but again, I don't love Ninjago because it's dark in places. I just love it because it's well written, well animated, and just a very well designed and put together piece of franchise media. And I can't wait to see it grow. So happy birthday, Ninjago! You're the best franchise ever. And again, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it ASAP. And if you have, what's your favorite season? Tell me down below. And thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.